what kind of a challenges that we face as a women and while working with the men. As such, let me tell you, I don't feel this kind of some gender bias or something like that. But yes, always I believe that as an individual, everyone has their own characteristics and then accordingly they function. But yes, while we are trying to do the work in a society and with the kind of a very complex situations where we are trying to give solutions for the water bodies which has got completely polluted. Let me tell you, recent one which I'm working on is a lake in Bhivandi area. You know, Bhivandi is the textile hub.
Yes.
And there we have a lake which is completely got, I think Ravalji had posted also those pictures in the group where it has got completely with the green algae and complete bloom of it. And you will not imagine that this water is being supplied, 5 mld of this water is being supplied for drinking water. And just imagine how we are playing with the life of the public. Hence, as you know, that Sunday 22nd is the World River Day. I have made the commissioner accountable and I have insisted him to be there with me while we go around the place. And then we have to connect to the people and show him his own, all the system which he has tried to manage, that how it is functioning. Because now is high time that we fix the accountability of the officers, so that in the process, because see, ultimately these officers are getting their salary, later they will be drawing their pension, but they either they take transfer after doing some little work and some corruption, and then they take transfer and they go away. But the situation remains the same. Here also in Bhiwandi, the STPs which are put up for this one river, which is there, Kamwari River. Almost 8 STPs have been approved and it has been established, but only one is functional, which is only 11 MLD, and that too, when it goes for operation and maintenance, that's also is closed down. And in that process, that you can imagine that these water bodies have become very, very polluted. And there is absolutely, as Ravalji always challenges all of us, that what is the solution do you have when you say there is a problem? What solution you will give immediately? And that's the biggest question mark. Because if we have to start with any work, that means when we go on the technical level, that if we say that first it is important that we should have a demarcation notification of that place, so that we know how much actual space it was and how it has now lost its carrying capacity, then how much siltation it has happened, and then historically how it was and what has caused this kind. So when we want to go at a very serious note, I think today there is no authority officers who are interested in going in that order. Just a quick fix thing that they want to do. And that's how it becomes very, very difficult for us to convince them. See, whether it is a women or a men, everybody is facing the same challenges with the authorities and officers. And today, if we see the way Hariharanji just now said about an announcement about the this Sinchai thing, and same way today, another announcement is there about the tribals giving welfare facilities. But do the tribal welfares today require a pakka makan, or they require a one patta for their own basic needs, which is not there? That means forest right acts is not allowed to them. And if we allow them to live in their own ways, because see, when we say Adivasi, Adi means those who were living earlier, and Vasi, they were the Vasi, and then later forest recognition and forest policies and all that came. But what are we doing with these kind of a thing? And similarly, when I said about the water pollution also, now another thing which we are facing in our region is that diverting the rivers to the other region. Like Ulhas River, which is totally contaminated with the pollutants, because there are a lot of MIDCs which are there. That means Industrial Development Corporation and companies are there. This Ulhas River is completely polluted with chemicals. Now this is being diverted to Godavari to take the water to Marathwada. Can you imagine? So when we try to solve, we were working on one kind of a solution with Ravalji, that how we are going to reorient or retrofit about the STPs. Now we are trying to, we are juggling with this situation that this Ulhas River water is being diverted to Marathwada only because in Maharashtra elections are announced. So just imagine what the challenges we are facing, whether men or women, it's all everywhere. Everything is in a mess. So my appeal to everyone here, that as much as possible, we connect with the authorities, not like in, academics. I belong from academics, where I was almost for 30 years, 3 decades I've completed. But we have been only publishing the things just to get some marks and get placements and our, elevation in our positions. But we have, left such a big gap that today it becomes beyond repair, that we will be able to do something in this order. So I request every one of us that we forget about our individual interest and individually how we will get benefited. Now in the community interest that we have to do, and that's how I have quit from my job of principalship, did not accept vice chancellorship, and I'm giving complete my focus on this community oriented work, so that if at all little we can, in our lifetime, we can contribute for water, forest and soil, that I feel life will be satisfactory.